What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from June 14th, 2018. And yeah, I'm sorry, folks, for not giving you this review, about 2 days ago. I believe it was 2 days ago, but I'm gonna do it right now. So don't worry if you can't see me, and also don't worry if. Hold on a second. All right, folks. Here I go. In fact, you know what? I'm not in a rush to go home. I'm gonna do this review. So yeah, before I start this review, PlayStation Guy 85, what's up? 809, what's up? 809, you got 130 subscribers. Good for you, man. Good for you. Hope it keeps on growing. Gino, I hate when fans compare Kiera, Hogan to Ember Moon. It's just because they're both black and short, and also because they both now got the same type of hair color. If you see Ember Moon, she's got the hair color Ember Moon. If you see Ember Moon, she's got the same hair color that Kiera Hogan's got right now. Which, by the way, Kiera Hogan was rocking that hairstyle first, before before Ember Moon. 809. What's going on outside, Robert? I don't know. Someone arguing about don't want to take a bus, whatever. Do you think that is racist? What I think is racist? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. What's racist? Let me know, 809. What do you think is racist? Are you talking about the whole thing with Kiera Hogan and Ember Moon because they're black and short? Let me know if that's okay. 809, you said Ember Moon to Kiera Hogan. Nah, I don't think that's racist. I don't think it's them being racist, whatever. Whoever made that comment, nah, I don't think it's being racist. I think it's just I guess it's a way to compare those two as the same, because they are both short, and they both now got the same rocking the same hair color, except Ember Moon's hairstyle is that her hair's half the side of her hair is braided. Kiera Hogan it's just wavy and all that, and by the way, it's not real hair, by the way. And the reason I know that is because I seen other, basically I follow her on Instagram to see what's her real haircut. You see her real hair. So basically they wear weed, to make it look extensions, whatever. Either way. But anyways, basically I don't remember the name of the title I put there. Oh yeah, I put the title of this review. That's going to involve Kiera Hogan. I'll get to her momentarily when I get to our match against Tessa Blanchard. But yeah, like I said, this will be your Impact Wrestling review. The show from June 14th, 2018. And they were in Orlando, Florida, in the Impact Zone. One more, folks. Let me see if I can get a better lighting over here. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, almost pressed that button there. Let me just see something here. All right, I guess that's a better lighting. Or maybe just move here then. Maybe just get my stuff. But yeah, you have Josh Matthews and Don Collins on commentary. And I'm about to get to what happened on the show. And once I get to it, I'll get to that part about Kiera Hogan, or why she's in the title of this review. Because I could have just put Eli Drake versus Moose in a in a normal contendership match, Or I could have just put Brian Cage versus Matt Sydal for the X Division Championship. But I decided to, to just do the title about Kiera Hogan instead, because I want to make a point about Kiera Hogan when it comes to her being how she's being presented in Impact Wrestling. So here we go. Before I move on, let me see here. L9. Will you be? Excuse me. What will be your reaction if Ronda versus Jax main event tomorrow? To me, I think it'll kind of make sense because Ronda Rousey is a big star. Everyone knows who Ronda Rousey is. Because she's been known for doing movies and doing UFC, and now that she's been being exposed more in WWE, I wouldn't mind her being in the main event for Money in the Bank, because at the end of the day, it's Money in the Bank. Alana, you said also it's better than Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. I'll guarantee you that's what anything's better than Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. But I don't want to talk about that right now. And also, I didn't watch NXT TakeOver Chicago, so please don't spoil please no one spoil that for me. Thank you. You know what happened. You know what happened last time. Someone spoiled something to me. Just saying. But anyways, let's get to the show. So, the show opened up with Grado. Of all people to open up the show, Grado opens up the show. Not really though. But Grado did open up the show to have a match. But actually, the show actually opened up with Moose, and I think it was basically a video package about Moose and Eli Drake. Not that much, but just a little bit because of the match. AO9. I love top to bottom. That's all I'm gonna say about TakeOver. Thanks for letting me know that the show was good. Obviously, of course, it's NXT TakeOvers never disappoint, or should I say NXT overall never disappoint. The main roster always disappoint. And I don't blame the wrestlers. Well, some wrestlers do get the blame because they're not trying that much effort. But yeah, I get my point. But anyways, so Grado opens up the show, and his girlfriend, right, Calatrina, I think that's how you say her name. Basically known as Winter, also known as Katie Lee Burchill in WWE, and also just known as Katie Lee. So Grado comes out, and he gets attacked by Eddie Edwards with a kendo stick. And Eddie Edwards tells Katarina to get out. And then she leaves Grado there. I don't understand what they're going with this. With Grado and his girlfriend, But Tommy Dreamer, he basically loses his mind. He's out of control. He's like calling out Tommy Dreamer because he stopped Eddie Edwards from last week's Impact Wrestling, where Eddie Edwards tried to kill Sami Callihan, and he said it on TV too. He said that he wanted to kill him. Not only he said it on TV, but he said it in the ring, in front of a crowd of the Impact, the Impact Wrestling fans. What the fuck? So he calls out Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer comes out. He's like, he did what he did because he wanted to stop for Eddie Edwards making the biggest mistake of his life. And then Eddie Edwards he's acting all crazy and everything, right? And then and then Tommy Dreamer was like talking to Eddie Edwards, like, you got a wife and everything. You have to worry about her and all that. And then he's like, what about my wife and all that? And then he's like, he's been saying his wife about no, I'm sorry. Eddie Edwards was suggesting is that Tommy Dreamer could be seeing his wife behind his back. Basically, they're doing the whole thing with AJ Styles seeing Kurt Angle's wife at the time. Karen, who was once called Karen Angle, but now she's Karen Jarrett because Karen Jarrett cheated on Kurt Angle to be with Jeff Jarrett, and Jeff Jarrett is an asshole for doing that to Kurt Angle. Remember that whole thing? Yeah. We're confronting AJ Styles back, while he's being interviewed, and he's like, "Are you sleeping with Karen? Are you sleeping with Karen?" And all that, right? And AJ Styles didn't want to answer that because it's a stupid thing to answer because AJ Styles is married and he's got kids of his own. And this is the same situation here. A. Edwards is basically accusing Tommy Dreamer that he's seeing Alicia Edwards, like sleeping with her, whatever, even though Tommy Dreamer is married and got kids of his own, 809. I think I watched this year's Slammiversary. I will go back watch TNA or not. Where we decide. And as far as this year's Slammiversary, I think it's gonna be a good card. By the way, it's gonna be a tremendous build up because of the match so far with a few matches that are already being that already have been announced so far. Don't know the full card of it yet. Maybe it's not done yet, but we'll see. As the weeks goes by. But I'm looking forward to Slammiversary though. Slammiversary what? 16th. Slammiversary 16th or 17th. I try now to remember the year now. I mean not the year. Now I remember I don't remember the number now. July 22nd. No, I mean the date. I meant the what number is it? What comes to how many Slammiversaries? I'm pretty sure it's 16 because I remember last year it was 15. Slammiversary 15. I think this year's Slammiversary 16. If I'm mistaken, but you could quote me on that one if I'm wrong. But anyways, so Edwards is pushing Tommy Dreamer. He's shoving him. It's like, are you sleeping with her? Are you sleeping with her? Now he didn't say that or that. And then Tommy Dreamer snapped. He pushes him, and then Edwards helps up Tommy Dreamer helps up Eddie Edwards, and then Eddie Edwards bam cracks him with a candlestick in the head, and then Eddie Edwards leaves. And then backstage we see Scott D'Amore and Tommy Dreamer having arguments back and forth. Tommy Dreamer's like, I didn't come back to this company. I'm not employed in this company. I didn't come back for this and that to get hit and everything. He's like I'm done. I'm leaving. You know that, right? So Tommy Dreamer leaves, and that was it. Now, based on what they did here, folks, it looks like A. Edwards is going to be feuding with Tommy Dreamer. That's how I see it. And also, what comes to the whole thing with Sami Callihan, you're probably wondering about that too. I'll get to that later on about what's going on with that one. Because Edwards and Sami Callihan, you think that's supposed to be over and everything, but we'll get to that later on. We get the return of Taya Valkyrie and the return of Rebel. If you remember Rebel, Josh Matthews mentioned on commentary she used to be part of the Menagerie. They literally had Josh Matthews to mention one of the most garbage factions in TNA wrestling history, the Menagerie, that featured Crazy Steve, Mike Nux, the Freak, and then these other type of freak show characters, and then Rebel. Now the only thing that came out of that, the best thing that came out of the Menageries was Crazy Steve and Rebel. Unfortunately, Crazy Steve's not there anymore in Impact Wrestling because Impact Wrestling are idiots for breaking up Decay. Just saying. And because Rebel has not been doing much on the Impact Wrestling other than Explosion or one night only pay-per-view they do. 809. Late notification from YouTube. Oh, you mean from me? Or let me know if you mean from me, or from yours maybe. But anyways, so we get Taya Valkyrie versus Rebel, and Taya Valkyrie was kicking Rebel's ass, and then Rebel tried to get some offense, but then 809. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So Taya Valkyrie, she kicks Rebel in the pussy. But to be respectful, Taya Valkyrie basically gives Rebel a low blow. If you have seen the show, y'all know what I mean. Taya Valkyrie kicks her in her leg parts. Okay. But anyways, but then Rebel gained some offense later on in the match. But then in the end, it didn't matter because she still lost against Taya Valkyrie. And after the match, Taya Valkyrie basically talks about the return of Madison Rayne, and says that she's going after Madison Rayne, and why she's not only lucha royalty, but she's also knockouts royalty. So basically, this match between Taya Valkyrie and Madison Rayne is going to be set for next week for Impact Wrestling, which I'm looking forward to. Which unfortunately I won't be able to watch it because I'll be working. So, but I'll catch on later on while I get home during that time. But anyways, yeah. Next we get to Mackenzie Mitchell interviewing the X Division champion Matt Sydal as he defends his championship against Brian Cage, and we'll get to that later. And basically, Matt Sydal doing his the third eye, and he's confident he could beat him, Brian Cage, because size doesn't matter and blah blah blah. We'll get to that. Next we get to OVE Cam, which is Sami Callihan and Dave and Jay Chris, OVE. Yeah, Sami Callihan basically talks about how A. Edwards tried to end him, and basically Sami Callihan shows his that his eye's been damaged, but it's also got I think a band-aid or something that's covered his damaged eye by Eddie Edwards, and basically says that that even though things didn't go out as planned because trying to take out Eddie Edwards, but Eddie is about to lose everything in his life, and that's the end of the feud, because Sami Callihan's mission the entire time was to take away everything of Eddie Edwards' life, his wife, his nice guy thing, whatever, Basically, the feud's over, folks. The feud's over between Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards. Which, by the way, makes no sense, though, because I could have swore that Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards was booked for a match. I don't know if it was for some anniversary or it was for some other thing that's maybe outside of Impact Wrestling. But by the looks of it, it's over. But also, Sami Callihan also talks about how Jay Chris is going to face El Hijo del Fantasma, and they're going to take over everything. There you go. Okay, maybe get to this match. I'm going very short and sweet, folks, because this was garbage. This match to me was garbage. Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, the Cole Lee defeats KM and Falaba. This match was garbage. And after the match, KM pushes down Falaba, and that's in the tag team. Moving on. Next we get to the I'm just gonna move on, folks. Like I said, it was fucking garbage. LAX. You have Eddie Kingston with Santana, Ortiz, and Diamante, and they're basically celebrating. And then also, Eddie Kingston has gotten Santana and Ortiz a shot at the tag team titles for next week on Impact Wrestling against Z&E, which is DJ Z and Andrew Everett. The Impact the Impact World Tag Team Championships will be on the line next week, and basically they're celebrating everything, taking shots and everything. And so Santana, Ortiz, and Diamante leaves, but then Eddie Kingston stays. He sits in the chair and basically says, "Yo, the world is his," which tells you he was behind something. Well, when it comes to Coleman's disappearance, and I think of Homicide's disappearance too as well. But at the same time, yeah, we're all speculating that Eddie Kingston was up to something, and sure enough, they showed right there that he is up to something. What is he up to? I have no idea yet. But basically the way he said it too, the world is his, which means he's gonna take over the world. When it comes to whatever, I don't know. I don't know where it's going, folks. But we have to see where it goes. But I am intrigued with this, though. I am very intrigued how they're gonna play with this. And that's it for our wrestling. I mean that's it for Impact Wrestling for hour number 1. Total amount of wrestling for hour number 1 for Impact Wrestling. I believe it was 2 matches. Yes, 2 matches. Which, by the way, Taya Valkyrie versus Rebel was a decent match, but like I said before, the Cole Lee versus KM and Falaba was garbage. Excuse me. Now let's move on to hour number 2. Moose versus Eli Drake in a normal contendership match to face the Impact World Champion Austin Aries at Slammiversary. Of, however, this was not taking place at the Impact Zone. This was taking place at House of Hardcore. Now, as far as the match was, and by the way, it was located in Philadelphia, just to let you know. But yeah, but as far as much the match was actually edited, but it was a full match. I mean, but I could tell it was a full match though, but it was edited. So, yeah. So Eddie Edwards, I mean not Eddie Edwards, my fault. Moose and Eli Drake, they're going at it and everything, right? Those couple of spots that didn't look that good. Like for example, Eli Drake's death valley driver onto Moose on the apron was terrible, and then Moose drop kick, running corner drop kick was terrible too. But as far as the rest of the match I thought it was pretty good. And in the end, Moose gets the win over Eli Drake with a spear. And yeah, so Moose will be the one to be facing Austin Aries for the Impact World Championship at Slammiversary. And keep in mind, folks, if you didn't remember this, a few nights after Impact Wrestling Redemption's pay-per-view, Austin Aries was basically talking about that he's still the grand champion when it comes to putting on Junior from being another promotion, being the Impact World Champion. And then Moose talks about how Austin Aries is like for a guy who's talking about he's not making an excuse, you're making a lot of excuses and everything, and that's obviously led to to a one day of that Austin Aries and Moose was going to feud, because Austin Aries was talking crap about him, saying Mr. Impact Wrestling and all that, which I still understand why Moose is either Mr. Impact Wrestling anyways, but and Moose tells Austin Aries at one point to go screw himself, and then walks away. So basically, that tells you right there that those could be feuding in the future. And sure enough, Moose gets the win over Eli Drake, and now the feud's gonna be happening. Now we gotta see the build-up between Austin Aries and Moose to see how this turns out. And then we get to the match for those two, which is gonna be the main event match. So, and yeah. As far as the match was, it was pretty good. Like I said before, the two spots in the match that I thought was terrible, but overall the rest of it was pretty good. And that being said, now we get to move on to one other thing, folks. The one I want you all to look forward to, because I want to talk about this match right now. Is Tessa Blanchard versus Kiera Hogan in a no disqualification match. So Tessa Blanchard comes out first, and then Kiera Hogan comes out, and basically Kiera Hogan, can't wait for your rant. Oh, AO9. Oh wait. Also, I forgot to read this part too. By the way, do you think Impact Wrestling is racist to Kiera Hogan? No, I don't think so. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll get to it right now. But yeah, you say you can't wait for this rant, right? Well, here we go. So, on commentary, Don Collins and Josh Matthews pulling over Kiera Hogan because she's showing her mean side, because she's frustrated after Tessa Blanchard or what she did to her last week, beating her up and everything, right? And this is which is why they made this no disqualifications. So basically, yeah, they're fighting in this no disqualification match, and Kiera Hogan is showing her mean side. She's showing her aggressive side. She's being ruthless, and just basically basically Josh Matthews and Don Collins is putting over the fact that Kiera Hogan, she's finally, who always look like a nice, who always seems nice and everything, and always does the right thing and all that, and never gets in any trouble. And they say they're saying the side of her they've seen before, and they came say they like it and everything, right? Even Don Collins putting it over too. Don Collins is like, I like the side of Kiera Hogan, that she's showing how ruthless she can be and everything. And then, so they're having a match and everything, right? And by the way, Tessa Blanchard was being so fucking stiff to Kiera Hogan in this match. By the way, folks, I was loving this match. I was loving this. Kiera Hogan is, they finally letting Kiera Hogan loose in this match. And again, they're putting over the fact that she's being she's showing her mean streak side, and they also in this match they brought a steel chair, Tessa Blanchard at one point didn't want to take the chair shot that much. And also, she put her hands on the referee because the referee was trying to pull her back and everything. And I said, wait a minute, but there's no disqualifications. I don't understand that. It made no sense right there. Referees pulling her away from the ropes and all that. Like, but wait, there's no disqualification. What are you doing, referee? I don't know. It felt weird to me like that. But yeah, this is the running thing now. Tessa Blanchard is always going to be arguing with referees. And you think that at that because of that was gonna have her lose, right? Like what they do with Madison Rain. Tessa Blanchard went after the referee saying that you didn't count fast enough and all that, and then on that led to her downfall where Madison Rain took advantage of it and then beats Tessa Blanchard. And I thought that was going to lead to right here, where Kiera Hogan was going to get the win because Tessa Blanchard is too busy getting distracted and arguing with the referee and everything. About right, Tessa Blanchard pushes the referee down out for being outraged. And then Kiera Hogan tossed a steel chair to Tessa Blanchard. Once again, she didn't want to take it that much. Kiera Hogan goes for the bulldog into the steel chair, goes for to kick, but Tessa Blanchard kicks out, and they continue wrestling and all that. And then Kiera Hogan was going to end the match, right? With the face to music, which is the fisherman neckbreaker, swinging, the fisherman swinging neckbreaker. But she calls it she calls it face the music because if you guys heard of the song by Alicia Keys, Girl on Fire, and Kiera Hogan is being known be called the Girl on Fire because of her hair color and the type she wears and everything. So basically, that tells you right there too that she's a fan of Alicia Keys. And which is why she calls it the move, face the music. Because Alicia Keys is in the music business, a legend in the music business, by the way, and one of the greatest singers. So yeah, so Tessa Blanchard counters, by the way, goes for a full Nelson and then turns her to slam her, and basically Kiera Hogan sold it pretty well on the steel chair, and then Tessa Blanchard pins her 1, 2, 3. A09, she is buried. No, I wouldn't say buried. Maybe you're right. Maybe she is fucking buried. Because she didn't call Impact Wrestling to be hired by Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling called her for her to work for Impact Wrestling. What the fuck is going on? Why all of a sudden Kiera Hogan is being a fucking jobber in Impact Wrestling? It's because she's short? I don't think it's because she's black. Because if that's the case, then this company is fucking racist if they are. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me you hire Kiera Hogan to come into the company just to be a fucking jobber? Can anyone think about the last time she's won a match? I'll tell you last time she won a match. It was against Tessa Blanchard. I mean, not Tessa Blanchard. Because she lost to her. Not once, but fucking twice. I meant to say to Taya Valkyrie. And not because she, she beat her, because, A09. You said she won since her debut, I guess. And yeah, you're right. She won her on her debut. But you want to know why she won her on her debut? Because Ali distracted Lorna Vaness. That's why Kiera Hogan won, because of a distraction. And then she beat Taya Valkyrie because Tessa Blanchard came out and attacked Kiera Hogan, and she won by disqualification. She hasn't won a match clean. She's won 2 matches. One because it was a fluke, and the other one because of outside interference. Other than that, she lost all of her matches. And it's fucking pissing me off. Why the fuck are you gonna hire Kiera Hogan to come into the company just for the fucking job? The Indies books her to be a better wrestler and to win matches than Impact Wrestling has done. Now, sure, she may lose a couple of matches in the Indies too, but she also won. But at the same time, she wins some matches too. I'm sick and tired of Impact Wrestling booking her like this. I want to know who is booking her matches to her to keep dropping like this, and to her to get those shitty wins too. It's gotta be because she's small. That's the most bullshit excuse to do that too. By the way, if that's the fucking case. AO9, Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter had no power anymore for Impact Wrestling. I don't fucking understand. She's very good as a wrestler. If she wanted to, she didn't have to sign with Impact Wrestling. During Borash, by the way, convinced her to sign with Impact Wrestling. Scott Demore also want her to get hired too. And I don't remember who else because of an interview she did. You know what? She would have been better off just either going to WWE at this point. I remember WWE told her maybe we'll sign you, because at least WWE likes her. And I don't fucking understand. I don't fucking get it. I don't want. AO9. I think they feel like they find her boring for some reason. She's not boring though. That's the thing. She's not fucking boring. And that's another thing. She puts over this company when it comes to the Knockouts division. She puts over the Knockouts division more than the Women's division in WWE. If you have seen her vlog that she did on YouTube, she talks about how the Knockouts is a better Women's division than the WWE's Women's division. AO9, she is Samoa Joe. He was in TNA. Wait, you mean she is Samoa Joe? He was in TNA. Oh my god. You know, you know what? My patience is wearing very thin right now. This better lead to something. This better lead to Kiera Hogan turning heel. AO9, who keeps losing. Yeah, I know. I remember that time when Samoa Joe kept losing, which I hated at the time too. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know what to say at this point. So yeah. If I was Kiera Hogan, I should ask for my release. Because if that's the only reason why they signed her, then she might just ask for a release. TNA is drop ball big time with her. Exactly, man. Again, how is it that the Indies is booking Kiera Hogan better than Impact Wrestling right now? I've seen her matches outside of Impact Wrestling. She's freaking good. She's got a good personality. I'll tell you, this better lead to something. This better lead to her to turn heel. Because guess what? I'd rather see her turn heel at this point. Because as a heel, she works better as a heel anyways. I've seen her work as a heel before, and yeah, she's very good as a heel too. 809. I guess they feel like they are better knockouts than her. If that's the case, then they should never hire her then. They should never bring her into the company. She was better off in the indies anyways. In fact, I'd rather see her in Ring of Honor because the Women of Honor division, for her to be booked right than Impact Wrestling right now. Again, she puts over the Knockouts division as the better women's wrestling than WWE's women's division. So why is Impact Wrestling doing this to Kiera Hogan? Why are they doing this to her? Oh, this is some people forget. Oh, this is her. This is Impact Wrestling way for Kiera Hogan to pay her wave. She's done that already, in the Indies. She is going to Stardom and fight Tony Storm. Wow, I did not know that until you told me that. 809. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, but yeah, and yes, another thing, she's wrestling against good female wrestlers. Outside the Indies, she's wrestling some very good wrestlers. Yeah, female wrestlers. Hell, she even wrestled against men, and when it comes to intergender matches too. Like seriously, how could someone in that company do not see the potential in Kiera Hogan? How could they not see that? You know, probably just for her money. Whatever, you know. Just check and see if the bus is there. She is not sorry. 809. She's not sorry for what? George. I did check out Kiera Hogan versus Tessa Blanchard. It wasn't a bad match. If not, it was her best performance. Well, George, yeah, it's another thing, George. I'm not taking away the match and everything. I thought the match was good too. The problem is, she's always losing. I'm sick and tired of Kiera Hogan always losing, and it's pissing me the fuck off. All right, guys. Just give me one moment. I gotta. The bus is here, so I'm about to hop on the bus. But I will still continue this video though. But as of right now, I'm gonna have you all fade to black. So give me one moment, okay? All right, here we go. Stay with me, folks.
So, because that nigga tried to give me his car, and I was like, there's the bus right there, my nigga. Hey, what is up, Bobby? Already?
Okay. right, guys. Woo. All right. All right. So yeah, George. Like I was saying before, it wasn't a bad match. Yeah, I thought it was a good match. But the problem is, I'm just sick and tired of seeing Kiera Hogan losing. That's the problem. But yeah, I'm done talking about that now. I just want to move on. Stardom. She go to Stardom and face Tony Storm. Will it be a good match? Well, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match. Because Tony Storm is also a good wrestler too. You're in the subway turn? No, I'm on the bus actually. So yeah, I'm heading home basically. George, at first when she came in, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought they did for her to pay her dues, and she just started in my way. Give them time to. But now it's getting ridiculous. Give Kiera some win. Yeah, I agree. They need to give her some win. But yeah, this is their way for her to pay her dues. It's ridiculous that they have her keep dropping every time. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just want to move on, But yeah, I thought it was a good match though. Tessa Blanchard and Kiera Hogan. No disqualification match. I thought it was pretty good, but the part with her losing, that just pissed me off. That was my breaking point. That they're having her just being a bona fide jobber. But yeah, maybe move on now. So after that match, they show the X, and then they have Sanjay Dutt with P.D. Williams, and they had all the not all the rosters talk about the attacker and everything. And I noticed Kiera Hogan's right there in her street clothes. Which by the way, she looked nice in that street clothes too, by the way. But at the same time, I said, wait a minute, why couldn't they do this in the beginning of the show to open up the show? I see myself, wait a minute. So you're gonna show this after the match that Kiera Hogan just had with Tessa Blanchard. Like that made no sense there. Whoever's in charge of the editing should be fired. I'm just gonna call them right now because this is like the third time right now they messed up. 809. What she was wearing? Actually I can't remember now. I can't remember. It's been a few days since I haven't seen the show, but yeah, I can't remember now. But I can't. I don't remember what Pete Williams was wearing too when he was with Sanjay Dutt, and I don't remember what suit that Sanjay Dutt was wearing either. So yeah, that's just right there. That I couldn't remember. But yeah, they basically talk about the whole thing with this whole attacker attacking these staff members backstage and then the wrestlers and all that. And yeah, we'll get to that later on too. By the way, there's more of this. We'll get to it later. Excuse the noise, by the way, and then the whole thing jumping around because I'm on the bus. All right, now we get to El Hydro del Fantasma versus Jay Crest, being coined by Dave Crest from OVE. Match itself, it was decent. Let's talk about it. Again, I was trying to get back on track after seeing Hogan lose again. You know, is there people in bus? Well, not that much, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, they're having a decent match, and in the end, Fantasma wins the match against Jay Crest. After the match, we get the OVE attacking Fantasma, and then Sammy Callahan comes out to attack Fantasma with a baseball bat, and they start beating
through the rear door,
and they start beating him down, and all of a sudden they was gonna remove his mask, but then all of a sudden Pentagon Jr. comes out. He comes for the save. So basically, Pentagon Jr. he could have just invoked his rematch clause against Austin Aries for the to get an opportunity again for the Impact World Championship, but instead they're gonna have him move forward to a new feud against Sammy Callahan. And guess what? I'm all for it. Excuse me. And yeah, you know what? I'm all for it. Basically, we have Pentagon Jr. attacking the Crest brothers. The Crest brothers. The Crest brothers. And then Sammy Callahan and Pentagon Jr. face to face and all that, right? Sammy Callahan goes up, basically the thumbs up, the thumbs down, and then Pentagon Jr. does the zero miedo. And then Sammy Callahan leaves the ring. Basically, he retreats. So basically, that's gonna be the feud: Pentagon Jr. and Sammy Callahan. And I can't wait for that feud, folks, because those two guys are gonna kill the feud, and they're gonna have a match, and they're gonna kill that match too. Yeah, and I mean in a good way too. So yeah, basically that's the end of the Sammy Callahan and Eddie Edwards feud. Now they're moving into a new feud, and there you go. George, they could do two things. Either way, have a long feud with Tessa Blanchard, with her become obsessed with Tessa Blanchard, sort of Eddie Edwards versus Sammy Callahan feud, or just turn her heel. They imagine just turn her heel. I'm up to the point where they need to just turn her heel. George, what do you think of the mystery attacker being revealed? Oh, speaking of that, during also the whole video thing where Sanjay Dutt, P. Williams, and the rest of the roster talk about this attacker and everything, they showed the attacker too. Basically they showed it on the back of him, and then they showed antlers. And and I'm saying myself, okay, antlers. Okay, where are they going with this? But I'll get to more of that when I get to it. When we get to the end of it. All right, main event time. The Impact Exhibition Champion Max Sydal defends it against Brian Cage. Now, to me, folks, this makes no sense because Brian Cage, based on his size, they haven't collected the Exhibition Championship. He's not an exhibition wrestler. He should be going after he should be going after for the I don't know, maybe the Impact Grand Championship title. The belt that Austin Aries not doing anything with. Just saying. But so they're having a match, and basically Brian Cage was kicking ass in the match, and Sanjay and Matt Sydal was getting some good offense in the match, and then all of a sudden, Congo Kong comes out with Jimmy Jacobs, and basically the match continues on with Brian Cage and Matt Sydal, and the match spills out on the outside, and then Brian Cage brings Matt Sydal back in the ring. Referee gets distracted for some reason. I don't know how. Maybe Matt Sydal did something when it comes to just distracting the referee, and then Congo Kong attacks Brian Cage from the outside, sent him to the ring steps, and they had Kong. And then they had Matt Sydal win by countout. To me, I thought it was lame how they did it, because they should never book this match in the first place, where Brian Cage was going up against Matt Sydal for the X Division Championship. So they could just why couldn't they just have Desmond Xavier against Matt Sydal instead? Because it makes sense, because Desmond Xavier is an X Division, and Brian Cage is not an X Division, But basically, Brian Cage gets upset, and Matt Sydal leaves the ring, and he goes with Kong and Jimmy Jacobs. And now I guess that was supposed to be the booking too, where Matt Sydal planned this entire time. When it comes to having Kong and Jimmy Jacobs come out there to be the ones to help him out to win against Brian Cage. So 809, do you think WWE is racist sometimes? Yes, I do. George,
Welcome to New York. It's a MetroCard city. Please visit www.mta.info for MetroCard information.
Good to know. But anyways, George, you said between Women of Honor and Knockouts division, I still got go with Knockouts division, because they more established and been around longer. Well, that's more power to you, because more power to you, because you're not that into indie wrestling anyway. So, but anyways, and then also you said has Ring of Honor been underwhelming in 2018? To me, I don't think it has been. To me, I think they put out very good matches. But but I guess because they don't have a good TV deal, that's part of the reason why, All right, so let's get to what happened with the show ending. So, Fallout Bob became another victim of the ex mystery attacker, And then basically Pete Williams was standing over him with the X sign. So we're all assuming that it was Pete Williams behind this the entire time. Sunday Duck called him, and then he had a policeman arrest him. And Pete Williams was like, you know me to Sunday Duck and everything, right? And then the policeman taking him away and all that. And then the policeman told him to stop resisting and all that. And then Pete Williams gets attacked by this police officer. Next, wait a minute, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, this police officer ends up being the real attacker with the X, and basically hits him like nice stick and everything. And then he puts the X and puts it on Pete Williams, and he's the attacker. And what think about this person being revealed as the attacker? I don't know what to say at this point, because I don't know who this guy is, and we're gonna find out pretty soon about who this guy. And about it, he said also to the cameraman they should call the police, because obviously he's not real police. And there you go. So this attacker has been revealed, but we don't know who he is though. And we'll find out pretty soon who he really is. And there you go. All right, guys. I gotta put you. I gotta have you all fade to black again, because I'm here.
Please exit through the rear door.
Touch double take.
All right, guys. I am almost home. Just need to go across the street. So yeah, I'm almost home. And yeah. So as far as Impact Wrestling, I'll let you know what momentarily. I'm gonna stay outside for a little bit. Excuse me, I didn't mean to burp. You know, it was out instant. But yeah, because I'm about to get to Toma Wrestling right now. One moment. So, Toma Wrestling for hour number 2 for Impact Wrestling. Just give me one moment. Three matches. I'm sorry, not 3 matches actually. 4 matches. That was in hour number 2. And also we especially with one that wasn't in the Impact Zone between Moose and Eli Drake. So guys, let me just have a seat. And I'll go into my home once I'm done with this. By the way, it's been a long day for me at work, by the way. So yeah. So Toma Wrestling overall for Impact Wrestling, 6 matches. And my overall show rating for the show for Impact Wrestling, the show from June 14, 2018. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. I thought the show was pretty good. I mean, of course, there was some things I hated on the show. And you know, basically, the tag team match between Dakota Lee and versus Falaba and KM, and I hated also the fact that Kiera Hogan had to lose. She had a good match though, but I still hated the fact that she lost. But there you go. That's my overall show rating. I'm gonna stick to it. 6 out of 10. George, I got disagree. Like I said, because I mean before the exhibition is no limits, and big guys have held it. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Abyss, and Bobby Lashley have held the exhibition championship. Oh, not to mention Mike Bennett too. But I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. But at the same time, it still makes no sense, though, when it comes to, that guys, that's supposed to be over the limit, But no, don't get me wrong. Samoa Joe, as a exhibition champion, he was a great exhibition champion. So I'm not mad at that. Oh, what's up? So yeah, I ain't mad at that. Cause Samoa Joe, Samoa Joe, because of to moving fast as a wrestler and all that at the time too. Yeah, of course, yeah, you could believe that. And Brian Cage, what comes to Brian Cage? Here's the thing. Brian Cage, he can move like an exhibition too. If you see how he does some high flying moves, yeah, he's that good. So yeah, I could see that too, know that. But at the same time, I don't want Brian Cage to be the exhibition champion. I want him to be the Impact Grand Champion, and then you could do something for him to become a normal contender to go after the Impact World Champion. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's basically it. Okay, so yeah, there you go, folks. Yeah, it's been I think it's been an hour now, right? Yes, it's right around an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna call it now. So, thank you all for watching. This was the Impact Wrestling review, the show from again June 14, 2018. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., Natural Born Driller. Please subscribe. And as always, if you enjoyed this review, Hold on a second. If you enjoy this review, hold on a second. Okay, let me try again. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. Choice is yours and yours alone. There you go. George, you said something? Okay, Ring of Honor is okay, but it had better years. My problem with Ring of Honor is the promotion. Besides them being in the Hammerstein Ballroom, but every time they go everywhere, I mean somewhere, they look like a glorified indie show, but in a good way. I could get what you're saying there. Um, but other than that, yeah. And another problem with that is that the originals guys that came from Ring of Honor that can still go will be better in there right now to make it better. You know. Peace. Oh yeah, nice. You said bye, Robert. All right. Yeah, because I'm about to end right now. So yeah, because I need to go to bed, folks. Later. I got great for work later. So, y'all take care. Have a good night. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Basically, the next time you see me, I'll be doing a lot of reactions to WWE NXT Takeover Chicago 2, which I haven't seen yet. So yeah, I'll get to I'll do soon. But for now, peace on the streets.